It's become an essential resource in the fight against opioid overdoses. Naloxone, known commercially as Narcan, used by first responders as a life-saving overdose reversal drug.
And as the fight continues in many of our communities, emergency crews are now battling the financial and emotional toll of the crisis. 13 News anchor Dan Thorn has more.
It's becoming a first line of defense in the tri-state's fight against opioid overdoses. In Huntington, Naloxone or Narcan has saved thousands of people over the last 2 years. But prices for this essential overdose reversal drug have gone up significantly, piling on to an already nightmare of a battle.
So far, we've been able to compensate and we move forward. It's the right thing to do. These people need a second chance.
In August 2016, the city of Huntington was thrust into the international spotlight when 28 people OD'd in a 4-hour span. Cabell County EMS Director Gordon Mary says that day changed everything in terms of approaching this crisis.
To have that many people in that short a time was the problem that we were dealing with. And it caused us to rethink a lot of things.
Mary says Narcan nasal spray retails for more than $70. Last year it cost the county $60,000 to be fully stocked.
That's just the drug. That's not including sending the ambulance, the fuel, the paramedics, their salaries, anything else that we would use on the patient.
For Cabell County EMS crews, carrying Narcan has become the new normal. There's an overdose almost every day. Over the last 11 months, there were 1,646 overdoses, compared to last year when there was 1,217 overdoses. The fight is not only taking a financial toll, but an emotional one on first responders.
It sort of breaks my heart when the crew members come in and they're not so worried that they've treated 5 overdoses, but it's those 5 overdoses they walk in and there's children involved.
Connie Pretty is Cabell County's compliance officer. She says their work is to fix people, and patients who are overdosing are hard to fix.
If you're going to the same person sometimes multiple times or going on the same type of call multiple times, you know, your frustration level builds.
Lieutenant David McClure is on the front lines of the opioid crisis. He says his days are filled with painful calls to revive another overdose victim.
It's not unusual to have at least 10 overdoses a day, and when we do, we normally give each of those patients a dose of Narcan.
McClure helped lead first responders on August 15, 2016, one of the worst days he's ever experienced.
It had been bad prior to that day in August. We've seen it coming for several years, but that one day it kind of broke loose.
Only 2 of the 28 patients died.
We're just taking steps in the right direction. We don't think we're going to solve the problem, but we certainly have recognized it and are addressing it, which I think is a good thing.
As for solving the problem, Mary says Narcan helps, but it's not the solution.
Just giving Narcan's not the answer. We can do that all day. We've got to get these people into recovery and get them help.
For 13 News, I'm Dan Thorn, working for you in Huntington.
Cabell County EMS Director Gordon Mary says the state has discussed reimbursing the county for the price of Narcan. Mary says he would rather see that money go towards more treatment centers.